So on my previous permaculture videos, there's some questions that I wanted to answer. And so the very first one is, do you still have black soldier flies? Now the black soldier fly is a fantastic little insect to have on a permaculture farm, except that they need special love and attention. So what we have is we have red wigglers that we are currently counting 12,000 that we sold, and we have mealworms and we have cockroaches. Those insects need absolutely no love and attention at all. Give them food and they live. You don't have to worry about temperature, you don't have to worry about humidity, nothing like that. The black soldier fly, you need, some parts needs to be shaded, some parts needs to be sun. You need fresh, good food. It doesn't sound like a fly would care about fresh, good food, but you need good food for a black soldier fly. You need certain ways to hatch, you need certain places to place the eggs. It is quite a very intensive farming system if you want. Insects in general is a fantastic thing to have on a permaculture farm, and they reproduce like crazy. If you take a sheep, for instance, a sheep will only give you maybe 3 babies every 2 years, where a fly will give you hundreds and thousands of babies. So will a mealworm or a red wiggler worm will go into thousands every year. But the main reason why we don't have black flies anymore is because it's just too intensive for the guys to manage without somebody really caring about them being around. So once I'm on the farm more permanently, then I can handle that, but you need somebody to keep your hand on a black fly. The next comment while we're walking to the swales was Deborah saying that the things that we call chips in our previous video is the one that she said we should use as a ground cover. A very interesting thing about it, I'll leave the scientific name below it and I'll put a picture. If I type that in, the name that you use for it, then I see it's native to Western Australia. If I type the name in that we use as a tribal name, I see it's native to our Southern Africa, Western Cape. And so I wonder if the scientific community don't know where it's native to, or whether it was spread by the Westerners coming to the Western Cape and now it's seen as a native. Sorry, my whole body is still sore. I got my ribs kicked in. And so yeah, I'm getting some of those tonight, hopefully. And if not, then on Wednesday I'm getting some sent from about 100 kilometers north from here. A guy coming from Otavi said he will bring me some of those. So that will be a fantastic new dry land permaculture ground cover that we will have here. The next questions is about armoring the swale. So I quickly want to show you what the guys have done yesterday on the swale. Let me just cross here quickly. So there was 2 holes in here and they have repaired it, and so the water will be coming out from there, hitting here. Now what I told them needs to change is that they took some of the soil that washed off and they placed it on top, and obviously that can't work. You can't take some of the base and put it to the top. The base is the part that needs to be the strongest. But we will dig a little trench there to drop it a little bit further in the swale so it doesn't hit that area again. Okay, so armoring the swale, I agree with that. Especially the first part of our entryway is just made with sand, because most of the soil that was dropped there is just washed out sand caused by erosion. And so we started armoring today with bush. Steve said we should maybe use some rocks as well. The rocks, however, I have something special planned for them. But we will be armoring the swale on both sides. And then we received comments planting viviter grass. A viviter grass sounds like the perfect thing here. We are trying to get hold of that. And so I'm just jumping through the fence. Trying to get hold of that in our town. The Agra people will try and order that for me, and then we will be planting different pieces of grass, seeds of grass on the swale. And then Fiona Gordon, one of my big supporters, said regarding the idea of me starting a nursery is that it will subtract me from doing the business that I'm already doing. We rent and sell real estate, we rent tools, we do a little bit of construction, and I don't find enough time for that and for the farm. Yes, Fiona, you are right. If I spend more time on a nursery, that will definitely subtract more time from construction, more time from real estate, and the businesses will suffer. However, I don't think I will just start and go smash bang into a big nursery. Whenever I plant something in my own nursery, I will just plant a little bit more to sell it, and then if a tree lends itself to be made more, you know, cuttings and so on, then I'll make a lot more than what I can use, and then hopefully sell that. She asked whether there's a big enough market. I don't know. We will have to see. I'm sure I'm better at marketing than the person standing next to the road. However, they've got the space and they've got a bigger town, a much bigger town than we have. We're like a little suburb of them, and our whole country is like a little suburb of one of your small towns. We've only got, I think, I'm speaking under correction, but I'll put the amount down here. We're like the second least dense populated countries in the world, after Mongolia. So there isn't enough people. But my main focus, one of my big dreams on permaculture is to spread permaculture into Africa, and obviously to spend more time doing permaculture myself as well. So in order to do that, I need to find people that wants to speak about permaculture, and I believe that people that would want to buy fruit trees might be the people that wants to speak about permaculture. And so that is the one thing, the main reason why I think funding permaculture that way is a better way than selling real estate, for instance, or buying houses or building houses for other people. And then last but not least, Florida Man Forager. I think Florida Man is such a great YouTube name. You always see Florida Man in the news. Florida Man did that, Florida Man did this. Anyway, Florida Man said soil's looking great. I can really see the difference in my soil after years of growing chop and drop. And so, yes, check earthworms. That's so nice. So Florida Man, thank you. Yes, I think my soil is improving, and I hope that years from now we're gonna look back and think, yeah, you know, that was concrete that we started with, and this is what we have now. I'm glad you are doing well, and I'm glad for your support. Thank you so much. And that is the end of my story. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.